Yo, what's up, good people? Welcome to another episode of Brandon's Comedy Bomb Show. I am your host, Brandon Phillips. Today, special guest is Paul Elia. You've seen him on Conan, you've seen him on True TV's Laugh Mob Laugh Tracks. Y'all give it up for Mr. Paul Elia. What's going on, brother? Not much. Thank you so much, man, for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
Bro, so is this your legit background or is this a green screen?
Nah, this is my legit background, man.
Oh shit, no way. You got brick like that, bro?
Come on. No, that's it's not a green screen. It's a background.
Background.
Yeah, it's a backdrop. Yeah. I didn't build bricks in my place.
Bro, I just thought you had some like weird downtown LA fucking loft.
The microphone.
Yeah, bro. Hey guys, how we doing? Yo, who dating? Yeah, bro. Come on, man. Do make me sit on your stool? I'll sit on your stool right now. That's a real stool?
It's a real stool, man. This is where I because I was going to do a comedy show, so this is where I practice my my jokes and stuff. This is where I do it.
Hey man, this is it, bro. This is the comedy gym.
It's the gym.
Only two pieces of equipment.
That's it. Anything more than that is unnecessary.
Yeah, man. I be practicing act outs all the time, man.
Yeah. I mean, listen. Respect to the comedians who use other stuff. That's just me. I'm my stool, my mic stand, and that's it. So.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Yeah, man.
Thank you so much, man, for coming on the show, brother. I appreciate it.
Of course, man. I feel like we started already. Did we?
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought that was like an action. You know, I'm an actor, bro.
Yeah, you're on it. You're on it.
I need a roll sound, roll camera. I didn't hear any of that shit. I didn't hear background.
Nah, this is it. I did your introduction already. We in it.
All right, cool.
You came on.
I'm into it, bro.
Yeah, thank you so much, man, for coming on. I appreciate it. Yo, so first off, Paul, tell the people where are you from?
Man, I'm from Detroit. I live in LA.
Okay.
Yeah, and my family's from Iraq.
Okay, wow. Okay, cool.
That's right. Turn up.
How long have you been in LA for?
9 years.
9 years. Okay, dope. Okay, and then how long have you been doing stand up for? Did you start in LA or did you?
I started in LA. I've been doing stand up since 2011. So I moved to LA in 2010, and then I started comedy pretty immediately after.
Okay, dope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's just dive right into it, man. So tell us, give us your most memorable bombing on stage moment that you've had.
Oh, bro, I was asked to do a show. It was a dog fashion show. So they were holding this dog fashion show charity event, right, in Palos Verdes.
Okay.
And because that's where all the older white women are. So they did this event, and they were like, "We want a comedian. Can you do some stand up for us before the fashion show?"
Right.
So, and essentially what they did was they took dogs, they dressed up dogs in clothes. And they're basically, like they're selling the clothes during the show, and also there's like this auction and this raffle.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
So I show up, and it's like a suit and tie event. It's mostly women, very few men.
Right.
Very few men. It was mostly like 60 to 80-year-old white women.
Oh wow.
Yeah, which
for you to just pick up some women if that's what you were.
Well, bro, here's the deal. I'm trying to get in someone's will.
Right.
So, like I don't know who has the power of attorney, you know, but
sign. I can sign that right over to me.
Yeah, bro, man, come on now. I kick it with the elderly, for a future.
Right.
I take their future away to support my own.
Right.
But
right.
So I show up, and I'm about to go, and I'm on stage, and and so I just was like, it's just a weird vibe. It's like it seemed like everybody was very snooty. It's very like, my husband works at energy.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Like very country club-ish.
All these women work in real estate.
Okay, wow.
Like that's the type.
How many people would you say were there at this event?
Oh, it's probably like 80 people.
Okay, wow.
80 women, probably 4 men, right?
Yeah.
And so they were all like right when I got there, like these 2 women were talking, and this woman was like, and then when we sold the Braxton account, and I was like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the Braxton account is.
Right.
But I feel like I was dealing with, like, that kind of told me everything I needed to know about who they were.
Right.
So I get on stage and like, and then I was on stage and I was like, so who's waiting for their husband to die? Right? So off the jump, silence.
Oh God.
Silence.
Oh, man.
Bro.
Mm.
It was like it was bad. And then like everything else just didn't work. And then like even like the crowd work, I was just like, at one point I was like, I don't know what you want.
Right.
And I just like said that. I just said, I don't know what you want.
Like, what do you want from me?
Straight up. And then to make it worse, there were 2 people who were dwarfs in the audience, 2 dwarf women, right?
Okay.
So I didn't realize that the term midget was a derogatory term
At
right?
this time in your comedy career.
At this time in my life.
Oh, okay, yeah.
At this time in my life,
right?
You know, and this happened, a long time ago, bro. This had to have been at least 6 weeks ago. So,
right.
At the time, this was like 2014, and also I also came from Detroit. I came from a very like Midwest, like, people said derogatory terms and it was just like, it was used in jest and it wasn't any malicious or any malicious intent behind it, but it's obviously disrespectful. I'm a lot more sensitive and aware now. I don't use words like that. So for the sake of this story, I use the word midget in this joke where I had the word midget in the joke.
Right.
Right. And then I was like, and the joke was, I was like, I told my dad a joke and I was like, I remember when I was a kid, I was reading a news headline and it said that a dude pickpocketed a midget. And I was like, damn, bro, how can somebody stoop so low? Like
double entendre. Oh God.
So I hit him with one of those and then it was just silent. And normally that would get like a laugh, like when I first started.
You're like, I know this joke has this is hit before.
Well, I do know that it was the first joke I wrote when I was a child.
Right.
When I was a child, I wrote this joke. So as a kid, I was already spitting bars that were good enough to get me on CBS Diversity. You know what I mean? Like as a youth. So I said that joke. And then the 2 little women in the audience, she was like this: midget is a derogatory term. That's not the right term to use. It's little people. And then I was like, oh yeah, and then everyone started clapping
for them.
But I made it seem like it was for me. I like wrote it, right? So I was like this. Let's make sure that I started to like. I used the claps, like I gentrified her claps. Yeah. And then I took them and I was like, and that is why, man, let's have a great time tonight. Thank you guys so much. And then I got off stage and then before I got off stage, I don't know why I said this. I was like, everybody have a good time tonight. Let's bring out the dogs. But like, they didn't tell me to introduce the dogs. So I said, let's bring out the dogs. And then no one did anything. So I just kind of like put the mic in the thing and walked off. Yeah. And the DJ didn't do no music either. And I sat far. So I had to walk back and I was far away. Right. And the place was already crowded. Like there was a place where like the chairs were like almost touching each other. You know, when you go to like a church events and like the chairs are touching each other, you got to go around the other way. Yeah, so I was trying to find my way through and I was bouncing around like a maze trying to get back to my seat. Meanwhile, I basically said, I apologized to every table. And I was like, sorry, excuse me. And they thought I was saying, sorry, excuse me. Like I was saying, I'm so sorry about that set. I apologize about everything you just saw. I'm so sorry I'm a bigot. I'm so sorry I'm a fucking idiot. all sizes matter. Okay, all sizes matter. And I was just, bro. I ended up going back to my seat, and then the woman grabbed the mic. She goes, "Okay, so a couple of things. Let's thank our sponsors." And then and then she goes, "Now let's start the show." And then the dogs came out. So when I tried to start the show, clearly she just made it seem like, yo, you started the show prematurely, player. Good thing everybody remembered. So then the dogs started coming out, and the dogs were killing, bro. Like the dogs would come out, applause breaks, every single one, bro. And they were just murdering. And I was like, dude, you guys are fucking like hacky comedy, bro. I'm like, you motherfuckers are prop audience. You guys like prop comedy.
All dogs matter, okay?
Yo, the dogs were murdering. And then and then the woman paid me in a donation contribution. So she didn't even pay me money. She goes, so, I know that we said that we were going to pay you, and I think it would be best if we just pay you in a charity contribution. And I was just like, so that is not what we agreed on. And it feels like you are giving me this based on my performance. Would you say that's accurate? And she was like, yeah. That's all she had.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly what it is.
Yeah. And then I told her, I was like, sorry, what happened had nothing to do with me. I was like, I know I do comedy. You've seen me do comedy. What this was and what happened really honestly had nothing to do with me. And it's just an unfortunate situation, and it happened. That doesn't defeat the purpose of the fact that I came here, I drove here, I did whatever. And then she was like, you introduced the dogs when you weren't supposed to. I was like, that's what you're complaining about?
Braxton accounts.
The Braxton account.
Oh my God. Yo, that is hilarious. Yo, that is brilliant. I've heard some good stories. That is brilliant. Did a show at a comedy show at a dog show. That's great. That's great, man.
Well, it was originally a dog fashion show, and I opened up for the dogs.
Dog fat. Yeah.
I was the feature.
Wow.
Yo, I did a guest set for the dogs.
That's funny.
That's wild, man.
Yo, that's funny. So after that, because it wasn't a typical comedy venue, and this was obviously a long time ago, and I know sometimes once we bomb, sometimes it could take a little bit to get back on the horse. How long did it take you to get back on stage to recover from that?
Not long, bro. I think maybe next day I went to Marty's.
Okay.
And I was just like talking about it. So it was like pretty shortly after. I mean, I honestly never took bombs that personal, except my first one, like when I first started comedy.
Right.
Like I did my first show, and then I didn't do my next show till 6 months later.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, that's just, if LeBron has a bad game, he's not going to fucking sit on the bench. He's going to be like, cool, bro, I got to get ready to play the Clippers, bro.
Right.
So that's how I look at that. That's just a trait I had and what I applied to everything in my life. So not just comedy. So when I took this L, I was like, cool, obviously though, I got to keep moving. So
yeah. And you're like, there's not going to be little people in every crowd. So I can still probably do this joke. Yo, that is funny. Oh, I love it, man. Thank you so much. So, before we get out of here, just a couple quick questions. So I do these closing questions that I ask every comedian. So, first question is, what important comic lesson would you tell yourself if you could go back in time?
I think really the biggest lesson is just it sounds like very vague, but the idea of just being honest is really important, because I started listening to my old sets and I was like, that sounds like a different person. Like it just sounds too performance-y and it doesn't sound real. And it takes time to bake that. It takes, you got to go through the phases of wearing a mask before you feel comfortable taking it off.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in that regard, I would say the lesson is just to keep working at being honest. Cause I was just working to be funny.
Right.
I
Yeah.
just wanted people to laugh. And I think that's when you see 846 and you say the difference between honest and funny. And that doesn't mean you can't make honest funny. You can make honest funny, which is what Chappelle did in 846. Even though he didn't have a whole lot of bars in it, he had some major bars in it. I don't know if you saw it yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. He had some major bars in it. So I think, bro, just the idea of being honest in your work, man, and just making sure that's like your goal is valuable gem, you know?
Okay, dope. Good, young Paul advice. So my final question, if you had to leave one final piece of advice for the next generation of comics, what would it be? I know you kind of tapped into that in your last answer, but if there's anything else you want to add on to that, any advice to the next generation of comedians?
Yeah, you know, if you're not funny, guys, just do something else, you know, because like there's like too much content out there. Bro, I saw a Zoom improv show. Somebody invited me to watch improv on Zoom.
Wow.
And I went because it's this girl I'm hollering at's brother who wants to be a comedian. So I had to go and watch it.
So in order for me to get in, I had to go and spend.
Yeah, yo, you know what I did, bro? Yo, how about this? As I'm watching the show, I was like, oh man, oh, that's wild. I just turned my shit off.
Wow. That's oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and then she goes, Paul, are you here? And I'm like, yeah, out of respect, I don't want to be distracting.
That's great. That's great. Yo, that's funny, man. Well, yo, Paul, thank you so much, man. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but yo, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. That was really fun. Thanks for sharing your story with the people.
Hey, bro, love you, man. Thanks for doing this, and you know, excited to see you. You know, the world is open now.
The world is open, and I said this. I said this to to a friend, another comedian the other day. I was like, you know, basically everything's been going on with everything going on. I'm like, and I was gonna post this. I was like, now is time when comedians clock in to go to work. Is when the world's on fire and we need that sense of relief. Now it's time when comedians clock in to go to work.
Yeah, man. I've been collecting unemployment in the meantime. So
yeah. In the meantime, in between time, I'm ready to hit the stage.
Yeah, actually, I don't want to clock in just yet. I'm gonna get the last couple checks.
I'm gonna get the last rolling in, and then
yeah, I got 6 weeks left on my plan.
Right,
so.
Right. Yo, Pete, thank you so much, brother, for coming.
All right, buddy.
And before we get out of here, tell the people where they can find your social media and anything you got coming up.
Man, at Paul Elia _ on Instagram. And I own the character trademark for Paul Elia, but the dude won't give it to me. So I'm in a legal dispute over that Instagram handle. And I'm on Twitter, bro. And I'm out here.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, yo, thank you, man, for coming on the show, man. I appreciate you.
All right, dude. Peace.